Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. We are completely bypassing all those flashy, too-good-to-be-true internet myths and breaking down an actual, realistic, mathematical roadmap to building wealth in just 5 years.
We've all seen the polarizing extremes online, right? On one side, you've got the get-rich-quick crowd, the crypto gurus promising you millions in 18 months using some secret system or dropshipping hack. And then, on the exact opposite side, you have that super slow, traditional advice telling you to just keep your head down, invest for 40 years, and hey, maybe you'll be comfortable when you hit 65. Honestly, looking at those two extremes just leaves most of us feeling incredibly frustrated and completely stuck.
It kind of makes you stop, look at your bank account, even though you are working your tail off, and honestly ask yourself if true financial momentum is even a reality, or if everyone online is just exaggerating. Well, here is the truth. Building real wealth absolutely does not have to take 40 years, and it definitely doesn't happen in 6 months. But 5 years? 5 years is actually enough time to completely alter your financial trajectory.
So, here is our 5-step agenda for today. We'll cover the wealth building trap, Step 1, increasing income, Step 2, controlling lifestyle, Step 3, investing consistently, and finally, the power of momentum.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the wealth building trap.
Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Saving money is absolutely crucial. To be fair, just being able to save is an achievement, especially since Federal Reserve data shows nearly 40% of Americans can't even cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. But trying to build significant wealth through saving alone, it's literally like trying to fill a giant swimming pool using a tiny teaspoon. You're making an effort, but it's just not enough to get the job done.
When we actually break down the math, the limitations of simply saving are glaringly obvious. If you tuck away $300 a month for 5 years, you end up with $18,000. Even if you step it up, invest that money, and earn roughly an 8% annual return, you're only walking away with around $21,000 to $22,000. Now, don't get me wrong, that is a solid safety net, but let's be real, it's not life-changing wealth.
Which brings us to step 1 of our actual roadmap, increase income.
So, early on, your biggest wealth driver isn't actually your savings account at all. It's your earning ability. Think of your income like the horsepower in a car engine. A tiny engine is going to limit your top speed, no matter how great of a driver you are. Let's compare Person A and Person B. Person A makes $3,000 a month and saves 10%. But Person B spends 2 years aggressively growing their income up to $5,000 a month before saving that exact same 10% rate. That simple shift in horsepower results in a massive $12,000 advantage over just 5 years. How do you actually get that horsepower? Well, data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that doing things like switching jobs or actively building high-value skills over a 5-year period can radically alter your income baseline. They highlight a 10 to 20% average bump just from switching roles. Whether you learn a new skill, start a side business, or negotiate a raise, increasing your baseline income makes absolutely everything else, saving, investing, paying down debt, infinitely easier.
Okay, moving right along to step 2, control lifestyle.
Here's the catch though. Increasing your income is a complete trap if you fall victim to lifestyle inflation. Psychologists have a term for this, hedonic adaptation. It basically means that your amazing expensive new car upgrade or that fancy new apartment, your brain is going to get totally used to it and it'll just feel normal in about 3 months. The thrill entirely fades away, but guess what? That higher monthly payment sticks around, leaving your bank account totally stagnant even though you are making way more money. To totally defeat this wealth killer, you need to lock in your savings rate using one surprisingly simple rule. Every single time you get a raise, automatically invest at least half of it. So, if your income goes up by $1,000 a month, $500 of that goes straight into your investments. And the best part? You use that remaining half to freely enjoy your life, completely guilt-free. It's the perfect balance of enjoying today while rigorously protecting your future.
Next up, step 3, invest consistently.
Once you actually have that savings habit locked in, those dollars need a job. Historically, broad market tools like the S&P 500 return roughly 10% annually on average. So if you're investing $1,000 a month for 5 years, you've put in $60,000 of your own money. But thanks to moderate market growth, that total value can grow to over $70,000. Over longer periods, this consistent set-it-and-forget-it investing has proven time and time again to be one of the absolute best wealth-building strategies available.
And finally, part 5, the power of momentum.
Because here's the secret.
The real magic isn't actually what happens inside those first 5 years. It's the immense, snowballing momentum you build for the decades that follow. Imagine a real-world timeline of someone who just followed these unflashy steps. Year 1, super high stress, tiny savings. But for 5 years, they kept their heads down and focused only on increasing income, avoiding lifestyle inflation, and investing consistently. By year 5, they doubled their income and hit 80 grand invested. That foundation completely accelerates their next decade. Wealth suddenly starts building dramatically faster.
So as our main takeaway from this explainer today, these are the exact 4 steps you need to execute to break out of a financial rut and build true compounding wealth. Increase your earning ability, actively protect yourself against lifestyle inflation by saving half your raises, invest consistently in long-term assets, and simply stay consistent for 5 full years.
Wealth doesn't come from one brilliant decision. It comes from hundreds of small decisions repeated consistently. I love this quote because it completely dismantles the whole get-rich-quick myth. Real wealth isn't some overnight hack you buy from a guy on the internet. It is a mathematical certainty born from disciplined daily choices. It might not be flashy, but it absolutely works.
Because the reality is 5 years is going to arrive whether you prepare for it or not. The time will pass regardless. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. When that day comes, 5 years from right now, will you still feel stuck or will you start building this momentum today? The future literally starts with the decisions you make right now. Thank you so much for learning with me on this explainer, and I really hope this roadmap empowers you to take that very first step.